Donald O. McFarland, PC3. It was, the easiest part was when you were at sea, because you didn't have any way to get mail until you actually got to where you were going to be. We were up by the DMZ, which is where North Vietnam and South Vietnam are, in the Gulf. That's where that, I told you about the Tonkin Gulf. Every 3 days, we would get mail that would be highlined from a chopper. Once we had to refuel, they would bring us some mail. This was only air mail, okay? They came in orange bags, and they would lower a cable down to the deck, and we'd have to retrieve it, and then we could sort it. This is just letter mail. If your mother sent you a package of cookies, that was totally different. So when you finally got to a port, they would bring these truckloads, what we call parcel post. These big gray canvas bags, and they had newspapers, they had boxes, they had all kinds of stuff. So the sad part was, when you were at sea, you just basically sold money orders, you sold stamps, you did what you had to do, but there wasn't a lot of work as far as mail. You sort mail because mail went out, came in, but when that parcel post caught up with you, it was a lot of work. And unfortunately, once your ship had moored or tied up to a pier, your friends were going on liberty. You weren't. Okay? So you were basically sorting boxes, sorting this, because it finally catch up with you. And thank God Willie was there to help me. So we had to work as a team, not the letter mail so much as the other stuff. And you try to get everything, because everybody wants your mail. The biggest morale builder on a ship is the mail. I mean, I know you want to hear what's going on at home, you know, what's this, what's that. So you got to take your job very seriously, because, oh, I don't marry letters for him. Well, it's like people live by that stuff. And they're very, okay, I have a child, I have a mother, I have a father, I got a wife, I got a girlfriend or whatever, and they like to keep what's going on. Of course, the letter may be 2 weeks old, so by the time it finally gets to you, it's old, but it's still, and maybe it's smelled, and I hate to say this, but the women put perfume on it. It just drove them guys nuts, because, oh my God, don't do that. But I'm not making fun of them, but anyway, and I got to sort the mail, and I'm smelling, I said, Willie, what is going on? Anyway, and they said, do your job, shut up. So we tried to sort the mail as best we could, and we had mail call. And it just seemed like, as soon as each division would send their mail, runner mail, whatever it was, and it was kind of weird. No matter what you were doing, it got quiet. Because everybody was trying to catch up with what was going on. Their mother, their sister, their wife, whatever. What's the latest, your aunt, your uncle, or something like that. It's like you could drop a pin in there and you could hear it drop. Because everybody was so interested in what, they got something to keep them going. You know, because you didn't get any mail for a long period of time, they really get worried and they start thinking. That's where the word scuttlebutt comes from, or whatever. No, it's the worst thing you can do. So I was there with Willie. I said, Willie, I know it's hot, or it's cold, or whatever it is. You want to go on Liberty, I want to buy a beer as much as you do, but we have to do the job first. And we had a first class and a second class, and they basically ramrodded us, but I said, Willie, another guy, Dennis, he was in there to us, helping us, and he said, let's get it done. So if we had to stay overtime, government only paid, or the Navy only paid you so much a month, but that was important. Get the mail done, get it in the hands of the troops or the sailors, and that kept the morale going. If it stimulated them to do their job better, good. I hope I did it. But that was very important. And when we left port in Long Beach, I think the guy who was Adams, I can't remember his first name, he sat us down. He said, listen, this is where we're at. This is what's going to happen. And your guys, your job is going to be more important than you have any idea. And he was right. Because you don't really think about how much a letter can help a guy keep him going. 6 months is a long time to be away from home. And you try to be upbeat about it as best you can. And thank God Willie and I could joke, we'd get along together, sort mail, get the job done, whether it's going out, coming in, whatever it's doing, do it right. But that's how it was on the Topeka. It was always something going on. Whether you're at peace, you're at war, he was quite an ordeal. So, but like I said, me and Willie and Dennis got along very well, as far as doing our job. Because if you don't like the guy, or for some reason you don't like this or that, no, that doesn't enter, you don't have time for that. You have to do your job. And I'm sure the guys, oh my God, I got a letter from, oh, guess what, my wife's pregnant, or what, and these guys are just going crazy because they finally got something from home. And you're like 8,000 miles away. That's the only thing. They didn't have cell phones, they didn't have email, they didn't have any of this stuff. It hadn't been invented yet, okay? But that was one of the biggest things. This is very important. Once you leave port, keep the morale up, and that helps the ship go. And it did. He was right.